Every day, virtually innocent and non-violent citizens are wrongfully thrown into the American criminal justice system, which frequently doesn't do anyone justice at all, like it's supposed to. I am Lambert, and welcome to another episode of Lambert on the Left. For whatever reason, marijuana is still federally illegal in the United States. However, in Alaska, Colorado, Washington, Oregon, and even the District of Columbia, the recreational use of marijuana is totally legal. In the rest of the states where marijuana is still illegal, people are arrested and often imprisoned simply for having marijuana in their possession. The question is, why was it ever made illegal in the first place? Marijuana is basically harmless. It makes you feel good for a while, helps insomniacs fall asleep, assists people with eating disorders and other diseases to develop an appetite, and has countless positive uses. There has never been a record of a single overdose on marijuana, and it is not even addictive. Is it even fair to call it a drug when it's really just a plant? Marijuana is often referred to as the gateway drug, which I think is completely untrue. Think back to when you were in high school, or even middle school, depending on how cool you were. What illegal activity did people start doing first? Chances are, it was the underage consumption of alcohol. People tend to forget that alcohol is a drug too, and it is far more dangerous than marijuana, yet it is totally legal if you're over the age of 21. So, without a doubt, alcohol is the gateway drug, not marijuana. The states that have legalized the recreational use of marijuana have regulated and taxed it. These states are thriving, simply because pretty much everyone just wants to get high. Can you really blame them? The more people buy legal marijuana in these states, the more money gets pumped into their economy. In fact, the state of Colorado stopped taxing people on marijuana for one day because they were making too much money. States like Colorado are even pumping this new source of tax money into their education system. Now, you can never go wrong with a little bit of education. Just imagine what things would be like if marijuana was federally legal, regulated, and taxed. The country would be receiving billions of dollars, if not more, in tax money, while everyone feels just a little bit better. Perhaps everyone wouldn't be so hostile and easily offended all the time. We could even fix our crumbling infrastructure, lower or erase the cost of higher public education, and yes, pay off some of the money we wasted on those two pointless wars we were lied into by George W. Bush. Not only would the United States be benefiting from a marijuana tax, but we would actually save money spent on keeping people imprisoned in our criminal justice system. Spending less money on millions of non-violent people to be imprisoned would save this country an obscene amount of money. I believe prison is for terrible people who have committed real crimes and are a threat to society, not someone who has never thrown a punch in their life and just likes to smoke a blunt here and there. So here's the real issue. Many prisons in the United States are private and for-profit, which means they're making money off of innocent people whose lives they're actually ruining. The more prisoners they have, the wealthier they get. For-profit prisons have gotten so out of hand that we actually have more jails and prisons than schools and universities in the United States. This is part of the reason why I'm such an avid supporter of Bernie Sanders for president. He is one of the few candidates, if any, who wants to legalize marijuana and completely reform our corrupt and unfair criminal justice system. It is not fair that non-violent parents are ripped away from their families for having a little too much weed on them. It's not fair that the criminal justice system is profiting off of it either. We need real change, real reform, and to end the war on drugs for America to be a better place.